The truth about fad diets and weight loss. What's up, guys? Marty here. Welcome to another edition of 101 Insider Weight Loss Secrets. And today, I have the secret for thriving at your ideal weight, but I gotta go ahead and warn you. It's there. I got my new hat. I got my patch. I'm ready to go. And I gotta tell you, also have my Dragon Balls here for my wish. And you might be wishing to yourself, it's like, man, I wish I could lose the weight or maybe even gain weight if you've gotten underweight. Because, I have several stories that I'm going to share with you guys along the way of times when I've been overweight, times when I've been underweight. And believe it or not, like those are symptoms themselves. That's not necessarily the problem. It's symptoms of the true problem. And, one of the biggest problems is energy balance and staying in a spot where you need to be to not only survive but thrive. So here's what you need to know about this. Tip number 1, balance your nutrients. I have news for you. You've been marketed to really well about some of these diets, some of the ketos, the paleos, the intermittent fasting, the juicing. And I gotta tell you, it's backfired, and it's all about balancing your carbs, fats, and proteins. And yes, carbs. Carbs are good. They're your body's main fuel source. They're your main source of energy. And despite knowing that, people still will, for a short-term gain, exclude the carbs and get results that they feel are going to push them closer to their goals, but actually it's backfiring. So you want to stick to foods that are minimally processed. You want them as close to being pulled out of the ground or harvested from nature as possible. And like I said, you want to beware of excluding, because I could, like this hill-dwelling redneck right here could bust out some big words like gluconeogenesis, but that's way too big. That's a long, fancy way of saying turn protein into sugar, which is a hard processes on your body, and it's going to harm your organs in the long run. So, balance your nutrients. Tip number 2, balance your minds. Now, there's 3 different minds, and you see this all the time. It repeats itself in religion, the Father, Son, Holy Ghost, all sorts of things like that. But if you start with your gut is a mind. And whenever it's jammed up with all this processed junk, or it's not getting everything it needs, it's going to be off. And what does it control, you might be asking? Your gut controls your intuition and creativity. Intuition being the decisions you make in your subconscious on autopilot based off of how you're even reading your environment. Pretty, as far as survival goes and being able to react to real situations, that's going to be something that you want to be functioning. Your heart is a mind. It's all about connection. It's all about what you're being drawn to. It's all about what you love to do, your purpose in life. And if your arteries are getting clogged, if that blood flow is not getting there, guess what's going to shut off? That's right, love and everything that goes along with it. And then finally, your head. Your thinking. This is the one that maybe needs to take a chill pill and not be used so much, but this is like the go-to number 1 for everybody. It's like, use your head. It's like, I would argue against that in most situations. So, balance your gut, your heart, and your head. And tip number 3, balance is a moving target. Let's be honest. As I was rebuilding my body after my last surgery, I would get to the spot and I'd be like, yes, I can stand on my leg again, like stand on one leg with perfect posture, with perfect balance. Which, by the way, isn't it weird how, most people lead with their thinking, lead with their brain and their posture so bad that their head's always forward and it's the first thing going through the door? Think about it. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Balance is a moving target. So as you change, don't be afraid to change your approach, because it's just a part of the process. And what got you here more than likely is not going to be what you're going to do from now to the rest of eternity. Every day you're going to learn about your body a little bit more, and you're going to learn the specific needs of your body. And the more you do that, the more you get 1% better at that every day. That's what's going to bring about the real long-lasting, sustainable results. Because after all, those abs you have aren't any good if you don't have the energy to get out of bed and you can't shake your headaches and you just can't even today. If you feel what I'm saying here. So, energy balance is the key to thriving. That's the thing you need to take away. Energy balance is the key to thriving at your ideal weight. So, just a quick recap. Balance your nutrition. I started talking like Quipke from Big Bang Theory just then. Balance your nutrition, your nutrients. Balance your minds, and balance is a moving target. So, if you're somebody who's serious about losing weight and you're ready to make a long-lasting, sustainable, natural change, then you're going to want to hop on the wait list, because Amanda and I are putting together this amazing coaching program, and we want to bring you guys along with us. We want to help guide you along your personal journey to optimize health, energy, and we want to see you thrive out there in everyday life so you can, make more money, get raises by performing better, save all sorts of time doing things like meal prepping and taking yourself out of the fast food line. And also just think about how amazing it's going to feel whenever you find yourself ready physically for your next vacation, and think about the confidence. That's what we're aiming for. So, Marty out, and remember, you are one upgrade away.